Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are going to present our group assignment for MEM560, which is presentation industrial project. Before we start, I would like to extend our gratitude to our lead lecturer, Dr. Nurul Hayati binti Abdul Halim, for helping throughout this assignment. So our selected company for industrial project is Hewa Sangyo Sdn Bhd. Hewa is a top producer of precision metal parts for air conditioner, heater, equipment and tool. Over an impartial time, they have built up an exceptional reputation, catering to the needs of their venerated clientele as a consequence of their commitment towards punctual delivery with strengthened quality control and extremely competitive cost. Hewa is managed and operated by proficient, highly sound technical personnel with experience over 25 years in handling advanced machinery for component manufacturing in versatile areas such as conditioning, cooling, heaters, high voltage, electrical conductor, precision compressor and distributor. Moving on, I would like to introduce our team member. My name is Muhammad Muhaimin bin Nasluddin, Khairul Fahmi bin Rosli, Nurul Aina Najwa binti Razali, Noda Ikhwan bin Muhammad, Tengku Ahmad Fikri bin Tengku Ahmad Ghazi. This presentation will cover of distribution of work, introduction detail of company, manufacturing process and technology employed, design concept and quality assurance, product produce, problem face, discussion, continuous quality improvement, reference and evidence of group work. This distribution of work among our members for this assignment. Muhammad Muhaimin will cover distribution of work, evidence of group work and reference. For Khairul Fahmi bin Rosli will cover manufacturing process and technology employed. For Aina Najwa will cover problem face, continuous quality improvement. And next, Noda Ikhwan will cover design concept and quality assurance and discussion. Last, for Tengku Ahmad Fikri will cover introduction details of the company and product produce.
Assalamualaikum. Next, I will present details of company. Hewa established present in the year of 1995 with first company registered as Hewa Sangyo Sdn Bhd, where the company began with supplying 4 brass connectors to first client, which is GM Corporation. The second company was HS Hewa Precision M Sdn Bhd, established in the year of 2000 to serve another customer base including Carrier International with different needs and legislation. The company specialized in supplies components in versatile areas such as household and industrial air conditioning, cooling and heater system, power conductors and so on. Today, the company capable in manufacturing thousands of varieties of custom-made metallic components and equipments utilizing advanced machineries with high precision and commendable quality to supply customers globally.
For the manufacturing process and technology employed, it has 11 processes which are cutting material, buffing, expand, spinning, beading, bending, drilling, punching, stamping, brazing and lastly visual. Cutting material process in manufacturing refers to the technique used to remove or separate a piece of material from a larger workpiece in order to create a specific shape or feature. One of the common cutting processes used in manufacturing include machining. This is a broad category that includes a variety of cutting process such as turning, drilling, milling and grinding. This process uses machine tools such as lathes, mills and grinders to remove material from the workpiece. For this process, a long copper pipe needs to go through cutting process in order to obtain a desired dimension, and the machine tools is automatic grinding cutting machine. Buffing is a finishing process in manufacturing that involves the use of a buffing wheel and a buffing compound to smooth and polish the surface of a workpiece. The workpiece is held against the rotating buffing wheel, and the friction between the wheel and the workpiece removes small amounts of material and produces a smooth, glossy finish. Buffing is commonly used on metals, plastic and other materials. After copper pipe pass through cutting process, buffing process is a mandatory to improve their aesthetic appearance and remove any surface imperfections. Expanding is a manufacturing process that increases the size or volume of a material, usually a metal or a plastic. The process is usually done by heating the material until it reaches a specific temperature and then applying pressure to stretch it out. The specific method of expanding can vary depending on the material and the desired outcome. Other than that, it's used to create parts with increased strength, improved surface finish, better dimension accuracy and other benefits. For this process, example expanding process are tube expanding. This process is used to expand the end of a tube by mechanically pushing a mandrel or a tapered plug to the tube, increasing the inside diameter. For spinning process, we have two types, which are spinning full close and spinning half close. Spinning full close is a manufacturing process that involves shaping a metal material by pressing it against a spinning form or mandrel. In full close spinning, the material is pressed against the entire circumference of the mandrel, which forms the material into the shape of the mandrel. This process is used to create parts with a uniform thickness, such as cylinder or a cone. For spinning half close, this process is used to create parts with a varying thickness, such as a hemispherical shape or a dome. The spinning process is typically done using a spinning machine, which consists of a spinning head that holds the mandrel and a tailstock that supports the material. The spinning process is a cost-effective method that is widely used in the production of sheet metal parts and many other industrial components. Additionally, it is a precise and accurate process that produces parts with a smooth surface finish. Beading is a manufacturing process that involves shaping a metal material by pressing it against a beading tool, which is a specialized tool that is used to create a raised or beaded edge on a sheet of material. Beading can be done by hand or by using a machine, and it is used to add a strength and rigidity to a sheet of material, as well as to create a decorative edge. The process of beading is performed by a roller tool that is pressed against the material. The roller has a specific shape that will be transferred to the material in the form of a raised edge or bead. The process can be done with a handheld tool or in an industrial machine. Beading can be used to create a variety of different shapes and designs, including a round bead, a square bead, a double bead, a decorative edge. Additionally, beading process can be used to create a flank, a lip, or a fold on the material. For bending process, we have three types, which are manual bending, NC bending, and CNC bending. Manual bending is a manufacturing process where a metal is bent by hand using a bending tool, such as a bending brake or a handheld bending tool. The process involves the clamping the material in place and then using a lever or a handle to apply force to the material, which causes it to bend at a specific angle. And then NC, numerically controlled bending, is a manufacturing process where a sheet metal is bent using a machine that is controlled by a computer program. The process involves inputting the desired bend angle, radius, and other parameters into the machine's computer, which then automatically controls the movement of the bending tool, ensuring a precise and accurate bend every time. And lastly, CNC bending, computer numerical control, is a manufacturing process where a sheet metal material is bent using a machine that is controlled by a computer program. The process involves inputting the desired bend angle, radius, and other parameters into the machine's computer, which then automatically controls the movement of the bending tool, ensuring a precise and accurate bend every time. Drilling is a manufacturing process where a tool called a drill bit is used to create a round hole in a workpiece. The drill bit is rotated at high speed while it is pressed against the workpiece, cutting away material to form the hole. For this process, type of drilling we use is machine drilling. It is a process where a drill bit is inserted into a chuck and rotated by a motor. This method is mainly used for drilling in tight tolerance and for drilling in large-scale production runs. Punching is a manufacturing process that uses a tool called a punch to create a hole or shape in a workpiece. The punch is a hardened steel rod or tool with a shape end that corresponds to the desired hole or shape. The punch is pressed against the workpiece, cutting away material to form the hole or shape. For this process, they use machine punching process. It is a process where a punch is inserted into a holder and pressed against the workpiece by a machine. This method is mainly used for punching large holes, punching in tight tolerance, and for punching in large-scale production runs. Stamping is a manufacturing process where a tool called a die is used to shape or cut a workpiece. The die is a hardened steel tool with a shaped surface that corresponds to the desired shape or cut for the workpiece. The die is pressed against the workpiece, cutting away material to form the shape or cut. For this process, they use machine stamping. It is a process where a die is inserted into a holder and pressed against the workpiece by a machine. This method is mainly used for stamping large shapes, stamping in tight tolerance, and for stamping in large-scale production runs. Brazing is a manufacturing process where two or more metal parts are joined together by heating them to a temperature above their melting point and then introducing a filler metal called a brazing alloy, which melts and flows into the joint between the parts. The filler metal is typically a brass, silver or aluminium alloy, and it has a lower melting point than the base metal being joined. For this process, torch brazing is used. It has a process where a torch is used to heat the parts to be joined and the brazing alloy is introduced into the joint between the parts. For this process, one example of a visual process in manufacturing would be using visual inspection to check for defect in manufactured product. This can include using human inspection or using automatic visual inspection system, such as camera or machine vision system to check for things like surface defect, dimensional inaccuracy, or other issues. Visual process inspection is an essential step in quality control and quality assurance. It can be done manually using human inspection or by using machine vision system, which use camera and computer algorithm to automatically detect and identify defects in a product.
Okay, for the design concept, the central idea guiding a product design is called a design concept, and it is described inside of sketches, photograph, and written text. This makes it easier for the developer to keep on touch throughout the development process and ensure that the product they introduce to the market will be valuable to the intended audience. So most of the product at the Hewa Sangyu Sdn Bhd company is based on the drawing from the specific software, and their audience are from big companies such as Daikin and Panasonic. So at the slide you can see the example of the drawing that they made. So for the quality assurance can be defined as component of quality management focused on developing confidence that quality criteria will be met. The higher the quality assurance provided, more customer will attract to purchase the product as they want the product in good condition and get the best service that will benefit them. So as you can see on the slide, there is the quality objective of the Hewa Sangyu Sdn Bhd, which is, for example, number 1 is less than 1.3% rejects per year, and number 2 is 98% on time delivery, which will be benefit the customer.
Next is product produce. The product that we choose was compressor coil. A compressor coil, also known as refrigerant coil, is a crucial component in refrigeration or air conditioning system. Its main function is to compress refrigerant gas from a low pressure state to a high pressure state in the air conditioning system. Next, the material used in the production of compressor coil is high quality material, which is copper that have high strength and can withstand high pressure. Lastly, the price of compressor coil range from 100 ringgit to 200 ringgit.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Adinaja binti Razali. Now, I will present the problem faced during the manufacturing process. Firstly is dented surface. Dents can occur during stamping or punching process if the material is not properly supported or if the punch or die is not properly adjusted. To prevent dented surface, it is important to properly support the material during the process and ensure that the tools and equipment used are properly adjusted and in good conditions. Next is the tube connector leak. Leaks can occur during the brazing process if the connector is not properly cleaned or if the brazing material is not properly applied. To prevent connector leaks during manufacturing, it is important to ensure proper fitting, installation and use of correct materials. Then, ensure the temperature used is suitable for the material. For continuous quality improvement (CQI), continuous quality improvement is a deliberate. It is a defined process which is focused on activities that are responsive to community needs and improving population health. It is a continuous and ongoing effort to achieve measurable improvement in the efficiency, effectiveness, performance, accountability, outcomes and other indicators of quality for state and local program levels. This cycle consists of 4 key stages which are plan, do, check and act. Plan stage is identify your problems such as set quality goals and objective. Do stage is test potential solution. Check stage is study the results such as get the data on the performance and analyze to identify for improvement. Lastly, act stage is implement the best solution. To improve the quality of the product, they have 2 things that can be used. First, provide several break times during working hours. It is to ensure high product quality were met and to ensure the well-being of staff. Second, provide retraining instruction when performance declines. It is to ensure the worker discipline performance.
So for the discussion, the product is well designed by using the software and able to attract well-known company to become their regular customers such as I said before, Daikin and Panasonic. So the other one is welding method can be used to replace brazing method. So welding method is better because they can produce stronger joint. Welded joint also suitable for the high temperature application, hence it will able to product to withstand heat more efficiently. Furthermore, the defects can be overcome if used right setting of the machine and tools, and equipment have been adjusted in right order and in good condition. So for the last one is the excess copper through cutting process can be sold again. So one of the staff at the factory tell us that copper are really valuable. Even the excess copper that comes into the dust during the cutting process, it will has own value if it will be sold again.
So this is our reference. Next is evidence of group work. On 22 December 2022, we decide the company name and call to asking to site visit and email formal letter to request for site visit. Next, on 30 December 2022, Hewa company accept our site visit and give the suitable date, which is 7 January 2020. On 3rd January 2023, we send formal letter for confirmation site visit on 7 January 2023. Next, 7 January 2023, we make the site visit at Hewa Sanyus Rembahat on 10:30 AM to 1 PM. So for January 2023, we make the discussion about the slide and distribute the work tasks. For 27 January 2023, we practice presentation and the final presentation and record on the 28 January 2023. Thank you.